Hey guys, I hope your Friday is going well. I just wanted to make this little video. It's not really about filmmaking, it's more about YouTube actually, and the new ad rules that got announced just a few days ago. So if you're not into YouTube at all, you can skip this video and on Monday I'll have another filmmaking video up. But so basically YouTube changed the ad rules once again. Before, back in the day, anybody could monetize their channel. Then they changed it to you have to have 10,000 views in order to monetize your channel. And now they've changed it one more time, and now you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of view time over the last 12 months. And this seems like a pretty big deal at first. And when I saw this the first time, I was kind of like, why are they doing that? But then when I started thinking about it more, I realized that it's actually not that big of a deal. Now, I did some calculations, and let's say your videos are about 10 minutes long on average. And let's say, just hypothetically, that people watch on average half of the video, so 5 minutes. So that means you'd have to have about 48,000 views in order to get that 4,000 hours of watch time in 1 year in order to monetize. And at first that seems like a really big deal, but then when you think about the money aspect of it, the ad aspect, it's actually not that much. So if we use a pretty modest CPM of about $3 per 1,000 views, you're gonna be making about $144 per year. And then so divided by month, you're only making about $12 a month. So if you can't make this level, that means you're gonna be making most likely less than $12 a month. So it's not actually that big of a deal. Now to reach 1,000 subscribers, that's a little bit harder, I'd say. But again, your views aren't gonna be that high if you only have 1,000 subscribers. But in my mind, once you do make it over this threshold, then it's actually gonna be a lot better for you, because now all these copycat channels, people who just repost other people's videos and all those things aren't gonna be taking any of that ad money. You're gonna be getting that ad money. So I'm hoping at least that the money will now be going to the actual creators who are day in and day out making videos instead of just all these weird channels who are just posting all sorts of weird stuff. I'm hoping it'll legitimize YouTube even more and just make the content even better. But if you're worried about the money aspect, more importantly, I would be worrying about diversifying your revenue streams. Don't just rely on AdSense. It's a really hard way to make a good amount of money, but you can use all sorts of different platforms and ways to diversify your income. You can start a Patreon page, you can sell digital products or make your own courses and sell those, or start a store on Shopify. There's so many different ways of making money instead of just looking at the AdSense. And I really want this to be an encouragement to all the smaller channels that are really grinding hard right now. I honestly think this is a really good opportunity for you. Just stop thinking about the money, stop thinking about AdSense, and just make really high quality content. Focus on the story, provide value, and entertain in your videos, and I guarantee you, you're gonna start growing and growing. I think one of the biggest things that can stop you from just growing and getting better is just focusing on money. It's kind of like, let's say you're a bug, you're a mosquito, and there's a nice chunk of flesh over here, and then there's a really bright light over here. And instead of going for the nice chunky flesh that's gonna be good for you, you get distracted by the bright light, you hit that bright light, and it ends up being one of those mosquito zapper things, and you're done. Money can be like that. It just distracts you from what's really important and what's actually gonna get you ahead. Don't focus on the money, don't worry about the AdSense, just focus on making great content, and it's gonna naturally happen. You're gonna grow, you're gonna get more views, you're gonna get more subscribers, all that stuff is gonna come, and then the money follows all that. The only negatives I can see here is that small motivation of just getting paid like 10 cents, 50 cents, it really helps to build you up, and you start seeing that, okay, there's a chance here, there's a possibility here for me to make more money, and it gives you a lot of motivation. That's gonna be one of the downsides, I think. And then the other side is if YouTube starts demoting or pushing down channels that don't have ads on them, or videos that don't have ads on them in the searches and suggested videos and all those, that's gonna hurt a little bit. But I'm hoping and I wanna believe that YouTube isn't gonna do that, so hopefully that won't be an issue. So if you're a small channel right now, or maybe you just started a YouTube channel, don't be discouraged by this at all. Hopefully this will only make YouTube a better platform, and in the long run, hopefully it'll get you even more ads on your videos, and therefore you're gonna make more money. just focus on making great content. Use this as an encouragement, not as a discouragement, because regardless of if this new change is good or bad, if you take it as a discouragement, it's gonna be bad for your channel. But if you take it positively, you look at the bright side, you're gonna keep going and it's not gonna slow you down. So it's really up to you as the creator to decide whether this is gonna hurt your channel or not. Keep grinding, keep pushing, learn, make, repeat. You're gonna go far with all that. I really hope that this is a little bit of just motivation to keep going for you guys. And I also wanted to put some of your guys' thoughts into this video. I asked on Twitter and on Instagram for just your opinions. So here are some of your thoughts and opinions on this topic. And guys, I hope you really do enjoy the filmmaking process. Go get some of those travel feels and stop worrying about the money.
Hey Maddie, as someone who is new to YouTube and new to vlogging, it is a little discouraging, but at the same time, it's just going to cause me to produce more content and more watchable content, so thanks.
At first, I think it's quite shocking, and because how shocking getting that email, I mean, this sort of came out of the blue, so getting that email in your inbox and kind of reading it if you're a small creator on the verge of, or just just got partnership status, it'd be a huge disappointment initially. I think the more you think about it, the deeper you go into it, the less you focus on the bigger picture stuff, it's actually not quite so bad. I mean, ultimately, nothing should take you away from focusing on creating good quality content.
Now, plainly and simply put, these rules suck. As if there wasn't enough discouragement out there, this just adds a whole nother level of discouragement for anybody who's trying to grow their channel or just starting out this 2018. If we look at the big YouTubers out there, they all say that their first 100 to 1,000 followers were the hardest and slowest to get. If we're being honest, if you look at YouTube, there are a ton of YouTubers out there who have a bigger channel, bigger following, but their content just isn't even that great. And so it doesn't mean that it's impossible, it just means that we just gotta be patient and work hard.
I think they did something they should have done a lot earlier, because this way they help to improve the platform. Also, they help to separate the good content creators from the bad ones.
I just started my channel not too long ago. It sucks with the rules, yes, but what in life is not difficult? I've been a professional cinematographer for over 15 years, and it's taken me years to get where I made money. People are so rung up on money that they forget that it's about creating good content and pushing through and getting better with your craft. Then the money will come. YouTube is no different than anything else in life.
It's a little discouraging, especially for smaller channels that want to grow and possibly make some money. And yes, I know that these new guidelines are pushing for more community building, which is great. But especially if it's someone like, for instance, like myself, who works 2 jobs and is trying to do YouTube on the side to possibly generate a little bit of extra income, it's a little challenging and difficult.
What's up, Maddie? So to add my thoughts on it, initially I was like a little bit disappointed about it being a small creator, but what it actually does is I know that I can't focus on YouTube as a platform to actually monetize, and I can actually look at so many other platforms or so many other ways that I can use my platform to get my message out there and potentially monetize through other channels. So for smaller creators, it actually pushes us to be more resourceful and get our content out there in different ways and better quality content overall.
I think the goals are pretty achievable, and I think they cut out some kind of bad accounts that were kind of abusing the system. So I think the goals are still achievable, and I think it's a good thing forward.
Me and my friend Graham have just started a photography channel. We've only got 1 video up so far, so we're just trying to get noticed. So this is probably going to affect us massively in the future. But we're trying to see it, the positives in it, the fact that hopefully for the longevity of YouTube it's good. And I think it's just going to start to weed out some of the people who potentially aren't in it for the long haul or don't want the aspirations to get big. We personally want to make this our full-time job eventually, and we're going to do everything we can to get there.